Hi everyone, my name is Andy Robertshaw. Today is Saturday the 1st of August 2026. Now I'm going to go through Daily Killer Sudoku 31856, that's 31856, today's standard puzzle level 10. Right, let's crack on. So I've got an 18 and a 17 there for 35. So these two add up to 10. It's probably not a fantastic place to start, but some information. These two add up to 12 then, so 3, 9, 5, 7, 4, 8. I've got a 41 cage there of size 7, so it's got everything apart from 1 and 3. Must have all the rest of the things in it. So that means the 1 and the 3 in this box must be in the 10 cages. So between them, the 10 cages are 1, 9 and 3, 7. So the 7 and 9 are spoken for in this box. And these two outside the box must be 7 and 9 between them. So in this row, I've got 7 and 9 there. So I don't want 7 or 9 there. These two added up to 12, so it must be 4 and 8. These two added up to 10, but not 4, 6, not 8, 2. I've got a pair of odd numbers that add up to 10. So I've got 4 and 8 there. This one isn't 4 or 8. So the other one of 1 and 3 and 2, 5, 6. Okay, can I do anything here? I've got 18, 12 and 25. I've got a total of 10 there. But not using 7 or 9. They must be a pair of even numbers. So 2, 8 or 4, 6. And a total adding up to 15 there, which could be 6, 9 or 7, 8. So I do have a 6 and an 8 both inside this 25 cage. So 28 cage of size 6, a 29 cage of size 6. So some big cages on this one. Can I do anything with this? So I've got 29 and 12, that's 41. So these two are 4 more than this one. I could look at this, couldn't I? Look at that set, 114, so they're 21 between them. I've got 12 there, that must be 9. That must be 1 and 3. That must be 1 and 9. That must be a 7. I can't have a 3 there. Right, that's good. Let's do the 8 cage, 1, 7, 3, 5, 2, 6. Now let's do a comparison here, 85. So 5 less than 90, that one is 5 more than that one. So maximum 4 there. Can't have 1, can't have 4. So that's 2 or 3. That one's 5 more than that, so 7 or 8. So these two, remember, added up to 15. If I've got 7 or 8 there, I can't have 7 and 8 there. So these are going to be 6 and 9. And these two are going to be 2 and 8. So in fact, 2, 8, that's a 3. And that's an 8. And that's a 4, and that's an 8. So what have we got here? 1, 2, 5, 6, 7. But not 2 or 7 there. Or 1. We've got 5, 6 pair there. So I've not got 2, 5, 6 or 8. That one's a 4. So not a 4 there. Not 5 and 6 there. So these are 1, 2, 7. Not a 2 there. So my 2 must be this one. And not a 2 there. That's 1, 5, 6. So I'm left with 3, 4 and 9 to go between those. So 3 plus 4 plus 9 is 16. I've got to have a total of 12 there. So 1 plus 5 plus 6 is 12. So I must have 1, 5 or 6 there. This one equals this one. Right. So I've got a 10 cage there. 9 and 1 that way round. 8 and 2 that way round, 3 and 7 that way round, or 4, 6 either way round. Right. So, anything else looking good? So, just check I turned my internet off. I did. Right, okay. Yeah, I get notifications, which can be a bit annoying. Okay. So 26 there. These three add up to 19. Right. For the... Let's do this 9 cage. So 1-8, probably not a lot to eliminate. 1-8 either way round. Sorry, that's 1-8 either way round. 2-7 have to go that way round because of that 2. 3-6 either way round. 4-5 either way round. My 3 in this box has to go inside the 20 cage. So what could I have with a 3 to make it up to 20? I can't have an 8. I could have 3, 4, 6, 7. Or I could have a 9. So 3, 9, 1, 7, 3, 9, 2, 6. Quite a few options there. I've got 6 and 9 there. The 8 cage doesn't have a 6 in it, so it's not 6 and 2. It's 1, 7 or 3, 5. Right. Let's see. So that's missing 3 numbers that add up to 16. The equivalent 32 cage is missing 3 numbers that add up to 13. 1, 5, 6 there. Right. It's not going to be easy to eliminate anything. So I'm still looking around. What can I see? There's got to be something somewhere. Let's do this 9 cage. So 1-8 either way. 2-7 has to have the 2 on that side, 7 there. 3-6 either way, or 4-5 that way round. Must have a 2 inside that 18 cage because of my 2 there. And my non-availability of a 2 there. Uh, 3, 7, 9. Right. I could do the rest of this row. I've got 6, 8 and 9. I can't have 3, 6, 8, 9 there. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, but not 2 there. I could also have a 3 there, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. Not 7 though, I've got 7 there. So 1, 2, 3, 4 or 5. Right. If I've got 1, 7 there, it means I couldn't have the 7 there. I must actually have 2, 4, 5. I've got 1, 7 there. So 2, 3, 4, 5 is 14. I'd have to have a total of 15 there, with the large number on that side, and a 6 or a 7 on that side. If I've got 3, 5 there, I've got 1, 2, 4, 7 to play around with. It's not going to be 1, 2, 4. I need the 7. Right. If I've got 3, 5 there, I can't have 1, 2, 4 because I'd only have 10 there. I need 19 there. So with 3 and 5, I need the 7 there. Or with 1 and 7, I need the 5 there. So I can't have a 5 there. Must I also have the 4 there? Let's investigate for that. So 3, 5, 1, 2, 4 straight away. 1, 7. If I don't have the 4, I've got 1, 2, 5. I've got, sorry, if I don't have the 17245, I need 35. I've got 1247. If I don't have the 4, I've only got 10 there. I've got 127. So I've got 13 there. I need 16 there, which is 7 and 9. So whether I've got 17 or 35 there, I need a 4 in this 29 cage. So that one's not a 4. Right, can the same... In fact, can I make a comparison? If I have a look at this. So, 8 there, 29 less 3, they're 26, that's 34. Another 8 is 42. And 15 is 57. So those two are 12 more than that one. So with a 1 there, I need 3, 5, 2, 4, 7, and a total of 13 there, without using 4 or 7. It'd have to be 5, 8. So 1 there would have to go with 8 and 5 that way round, because I've got an 8 there. 2 there, I need 14 there. I've got... Must have 4 there with 1, 3... In fact, must have 4, 5, 7 there. I can't have the 3 there, so must have the 3 there if I've got a 2 there. So 2, 3, 5, 1, 4, 7, and a total of 14, which could be 9, 5. 9, 5 has to go that way round, or 8, 6 that way round. Okay, 3 there, 1, 7, 2, 4, 5, a total of 15 there. Okay, the large number on this side, I could have 9, 6, or 8, 7. So, only got, must have 8 or 9 there, must have 5, 6, or 7 there. Not got a 2 there. Remember these 3 add up to 19. If I've got 8 or 9 there, I'd have 17 there, need 2 there. Can't have that. So not 8 or 9 there, not 1 or 2 there. I can't have a 1 there if they're adding up to 19, so let's get rid of that. So 4, 9, 6, 5, 8, 6, or 7 and a total of 12. 8, 4 or 9, 3. I can't have 7, 9, 3 because I need 3 and 5 there. So 4, 9, 6, 5, 8, 6, or 7, 8, 4. Can't have the 3 there. I now know this 10 cage is 4 and 6. Right, that's helpful, I think. So I must have the 4 in that row of this box. Got to have a 4 in the 29 cage of this one. I'm going to look for my totals here. I've got 28 there in this box. Plus 28 plus 6 is 34. I need 11 there. I can't have the 7. I must have 2, 4, 5. So with the 6 there, I've got to have 2, 4, 5. Or with a 4 there, I've got to have 13. 7, 5, 1. Or 5, 6, 2. Actually, with a 6 there, with the 4 there, 7, 5, 1, or 6, 5, 2. Yeah, both seem to work. Okay, well that's something. Okay, that's good. Let's do a total for these 4. I've got 66 there, so these 4 are 24 to make it up to 90. Yeah, well, there's still lots of options there. my 23 cage can't contain a 6. I've got 6 there and a 6 there. So can't have a 6 inside the 23 cage because of that hidden X-wing, if you like. So what could I... A few things I could have. Let's have a look at these now. So 64 there. So these 4 are 19 more than this one. In fact, this is the same as this. So those 3 are 19. I think we might have been there before. Yes, well, we've got 26 there. But that can't be a 1 if that's 19. That can't be the 8 that would have gone with the 1. So 3, 7, 9. Let's put them in. 3, 7, 9. 5 has to go with 6 and 8. But I can't have 5, 6, 8 because I'd take all my options for that one. So no 5 there, no 4 there. 6, total of 13 would be 5 and 8. Because I can't have 4, 9. I've got 4 there. But I can't have 6, 5, 8 because of that one. So no 6 there, no 3 there. 7, total of 12. Can't be 4, 8. Has to be 5, 9. Or 8 and a total of 11. Can't be 5, 6 because of that one. Can't be 4, 7. Can't be 3, 8. 8, 2, 9. Right, so 3, 7, 9. 7. What was my 7 total? 3, 7, 9. 8, 2, 9. For 7, I want a total of 12. I can't have a 7 there. I'm going to go back. Have I done something by mistake here? Oops, I didn't mean to do that. 3, 7, 9. Can't have 3, 7, 9 because of that one. So that not a 3 there, not a 6 there. 5, 6, 8. Can't have that because of the 5, 6, 8 there. So not a 5 there, not a 4 there. 6, total of 13. Not 6, 7, not 4, 9. 6, 5, 8. But then it'd take the options for that again. So 7 and total of 12. 7 would have to be 3, 9 then. I can't have that because of this one. So can't have 7, 3, 9. Only these with 8 there and 1 there. So not 8 there. Total of 11. Not 3, 8, not 5, 6, not 4, 7. It's 8 and 2, 9. So I've not got 2 and 7 there. I've also not got 8 and 1 in that cage. I've not got 6 and 3 either. The 9 cage now has to be 4 and 5. So that's not 5, that's not 5, that's not 1, that's not 1. So they're 6s. So I've got 1 and 5 there. And it's gone wrong. Right. Let's come back and... I can tell it's gone wrong because I can't have 6 there, 6 there. So let's come right the way back with it. I'm pressing the undo button multi times over. Right. So it's this one I need to look at. I've got a 9 cage there. I can't have 7 and 2. I can't have 4 there and 5 there. I've got 19 there, but I can't have 1 in a 19 cage. Or not a set of 3 that adds to 19. So not 1, 8. 3, 7, 9. I don't see why not. I must have ruled that one out. I do see why not, because I've got 3 and 7 there as candidates. So not 3 there, not 6 there. 5, 6, 8 would take up all my options for that one. So not 5 there, not 4 there. 6, total of 13, not 4, 9. So 6, 5, 8 would take up the options for that one. Right, 7 there, I need a total of 12 there, not 7, 5. 7, 3, 9. I can't have that because it takes the options for that one. So it only leaves 8 there and 1 there. So I can rule 1s out of that one. Rule the 8 out of that one. Rule 1 and 8 out of that one. I want a total of 11 there. Not 5, 6. Not 8, 3. Not 4, 7. It's going to be 8, 2, 9. Right, I put a 6 in. I think I put a 6 in there earlier on by mistake. Right, okay, so not 2, 7 there. The 9 is 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, right, let's carry on from there. So the 17 is the other set of 3, 4, 5, 6, along with 1 and 7, but not a 1 there. Right, so those three, I've got 11, I've got 16 or 17. So I want 15 or 16 in there without using 1, 2 or 9. I can't get away without a 3, can I? If I didn't have a 3 there, then the least I'd have is 4, 5, 6, 7 between the 4 of those. 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 7 is 22, and 11 is 33. So I do need a 3 in there. So I need a total of 16 or 17 without using a 9. So 3, 6, 8 for 17. And if I've got a total of, in fact, 3, 6, 8 for 17 doesn't work. I can't have 3, 5, 9 because I've got 9 there. Can't have 3, 6, 8 because I'd need a 5 there. I'd have 3, 5, 6, 8. So 3, 5, 6, 8 is 22, and 11 makes it 33. So I can't have the 3, 6, I can't have the 17 option. I've got to have the 16 option. I've got to have a total of 13 there, and a 6 there. So a total of, so they are 6s. But my total of 13 would have to be the 5 and the 8 option. That's the only way that works. Right, so got 3 or 5 there. Can only have 1 and 3 and 5 there. Must have the other one there and the 8 there. So 3, 5, 3, 5. So not a 3 there. That's going to be 1 and 9. So that's a 2 and a 9. So that's going to be 4 and 6. I've got 1 and 4 and 6 there. The other one goes there. I've got a 1 in this column, so that one isn't a 1. Can I do anything with this now? So bearing in mind what I said earlier, if I look at these two, I've got a total of 78 there. These two are 12 more than that. So they must now be 14 or 15. So 5, 9, 6, 8, 7, 8. Right, no immediate wins there. But okay. So I know what this set on now, don't I? So 2, 4, 7, 9. Last I knew 2 plus 4 plus 7 plus 9 was 22. I need it to be 23. So that's 60. Right, I'm going to come back again. I didn't mean to do it. That's unsolicited information. I didn't mean to check that was right. Looking at this again. So if I've got 11 there, 5 there, total of 16. So I can't have 4 and a total of 12. So I must have 3, 6, 7. So I could have 3. In fact, if I've got a 7 in there, it has to be that one. And 3 and 6 there. If I've got a 5 there, then I've got a total of 16. So I've got a 6 there, and I've got only 15 there. So 6 and 3, and 4, 8 or 5, 7. In fact, there is more to this than meets the eye. So could have the 3 in any one. So if it's 5, 7, it's 5 there. But I could have 4 and 8 there. So let's not rule that one out just yet. But 5 and 6, 5 and 6. So I know I don't have 5 or 6 there. So 4, 6. I can rule the one out that I have here. That's still okay. I hate backpedaling, but that's what I've got to do. Right. In fact, I know my 6 in this column can't be there. So my 6 in this column must be inside the 32 cage. So I do have 3 and 6 inside the 32 cage. 9, 2 is 11. 3, 6 makes it up to 20. And 4, 8 or 5, 7. Okay, yes, could be either of the two. I won't use the unsolicited information that I got. So 1, 3, 5, 6, 7 in this column, but not a 6 there, because I've got one there. Right. Okay, I'm still looking around. So this one the same as this one. So the 23 cage must have the 4, 8 or the 5, 7, whichever one isn't in this 32 cage, along with 2 and 9. So must have 2 and 9 also in that 23 cage. So I know my 2 must be one of those in this box now. Well, any of those 3, but yeah, that's that. My 3 in... Can't have a 3 in any of those, so my 3 in this box must be one of those. No 3 there, no 6 that would have gone with it. What could I have here? So not 5 or 6, got one of them there, one of them there. Or 3, 9, so 1, 2, 4, 7, 8. 1 there would have to go with 7, 9 there, which would take up both options for this. So that's not a 1. In fact, that's all the ones gone in that row. So my 1 in this row must be this one. That's 1 and 9. So that's 2 and 9 there. So no 9 there. So let's look at this one now. 2 would have to go with 7, 8. 4 and a total of 13, which could be 6, 7 or 5, 8. 7, a total of 10, which could be 2, 8 or 4, 6. Or 8 and a total of 9, which could be not 1, 8. It could be 3, 6, 4, 5, 2, 7. I've got lots of options. Right. In fact, I've got a 2 there. That's not a 2. Right, 4, 7, 8. My only place for a 9 in this column is that one. I can't have a 9 there because I've got the 6, 9 there. So that one's a 9. So let's rule those out. Two, 3, 5, 6, 8. For the rest of this one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 8. Not a 6 because I've got a 6 there. Not a 4 there because I've got 4 there. Right, just feels like a something's got to give moment. So my 2 must be one of those in this box. Let's just mark that in now. Because I don't have it as a candidate for anywhere else. Three, so 352, 147. So 1 plus 4 plus 7 is 12. And 3, so a total of 14 there. 1, 7, 2, 4, 5, 11, and 3, 14. What a total of 15 there. Nine, 6, or 8, 7. If we've got 8 and 4 there and 7 there, I could only have 5 or 6 there, but I've got 8, 4, 7. Remember these two are 14 or 15. But 8, 4, 7, I've got a 6 there, a 7 there. I don't have either option to make that up to a 14 or 15. So 8 will have to go with 6. So 8, 6, 5. 9, 6, 4. Or 9, 4. 9, 4, I don't have the 6 there either. So if I've got 9 there, I need a 6 there. If I've got 8 there, I need a 6 there. So I must have a 6 there and a 4 there. So they can go from that one. The 6 option can go from these. Right, does that help? So no 4 there. The only place in this row for a 4 is that one now. So the 4s can go there, the 5s can go from there. Right, that's... So I should know my... In fact, they add up to 19. It's 4, 9, 6. So that's 1, that's 9. Not a 1 there. So the 1 in this box must be that one. So, remembering that, find the right set of cells to select. 78, so these two are 12 more than these. So, 2, 3, that's 14 or 15, so not 7 there. That's 9, 5 or 9, 6. And a total of I've got 28 and 4, that's 32. So these are up to 13. So 5, 7, 1 or 6, 5, 2. Right. Both still possible. So I've got a 6 in that box. That's not a 6. I've also got an 8 in the column, but that's the only place in that column for a 6. So that's 6. They're 5 and 8. So my 4 must be one of these in the 12 cage. So 4, 2, 6. In fact, could my 4 be that one? Yeah, my 4 could be that one. So forget that. Right. I've got an 8 in that top row, so no 8 there. So what can I have here? Not 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, not 8. Right. So I must have a 2 as one of those. I've got a 1, 3, 5, 7 quad there. So I must have an 8 as well. I've got a 2, 8 pair there. So that's a 5, that's an 8. So not a 5 there. Not a 5 there or a 3 there. So 1, 3, 4, 6, 7. I've got a 1 there, so not a 1 there, not a 7 there. So 3, 7 pair there, 4, 6 pair there. Right. 1, 3, 5, that's 7, that's 3, that's 7, that's 1, 3, 5. Yeah, that's my 18 now. So not 1, 7 there, that's 2, 2, 5 there. So adding, in fact, I've got 2, 5 there, that's a 6. I don't even have to do the arithmetic. 2, 5 there gives me 3 there. So no 3s there. So total of 9 there. So 8, 1, 4, 5, or 2, 7. 4, 5 either way round. What can I have here? 1, 3, 7, 9. Must have, well, 9 on the bottom row. I've got 1, 9 now. I can't have 1 and 9 on the bottom row because it'd form a deadly pattern with that 1 and 9. So that's not a 1 there with the 9. I can't have 9 and 1 on the same row. Must have 9 and 1 diagonally opposite. Must have 3 and 7 on the other diagonally opposite pair. Right, that's 9. So I've got a 1 here. I don't have a 1 in this 12 cage, so it's not 1, 8 there. So 4, 5 or 2, 7. My 1 must be one of these on the bottom row of this 18 cage. I've got a 6 in that column, so not a 6 there. 3, 5, 6. Right, 2. Right, I feel like I'm getting close. So I know these two are 9 or 10 now. Yeah, quite a few options anyway. Let's see. 2, 5, 5. Four, 4, 5, 3, 1, 7, 2, 8 pair there. 2, 7, 8, 1, 3, 5, 4. So that's got to be 2, 4 or 8. Yeah. So in fact I must have an 8 as one of those two in the 17 cage. So I must have a total of 9 to go with them. So I can now adjust my options here. So I could have the 8 with 2, 7 there. That's fine, but otherwise I've got 8 here. So I could have 7, 2, 4. So 2, 4, 7, 8. Not 3, 5 or 6. In fact, I couldn't have an 8 there. I've got one there. So that's 2, 4 or 7 with the 8. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. I must have a 3 and a 6 then within this 18 cage. Right. Yeah, something's got to give. I'm sure it will do. 1 5 6 3 4 1 2 7 5 6 2 5. Right, 3 5. Yeah, I'm just looking for things, see if anything's going. So I've got 3 there and 8. No, not necessarily 8. Did I say I've got my only place for 3? I've got a 3 there. My only place for 3 in this box, being in the 32 cage, is that one. So that should help a lot. So I've got 5 and 4 there, and 8 there. So I now know what I've got. What I've got here. So I've got 22 there. Must have 10 more there. So I must have 4 and 6. So this being the same as this one, it is a 6 after all, and that's a 4. Right, so 4's gone there, and 8's gone as well. 2 5 7 9 is indeed 23. Right, so that's got 6 there, 9 and 6 that way round. Not 9 there, so this one's a 9. Right, I've got a 4 in that column now, so not the 5 that would have gone with the 4 there. I've also got an 8 in that column, so a 2 5 pair here, not an 8 there. Not a 2 there, I beg your pardon. Right. Got an 8 in that row, that's a 7. So my only place for an 8 is here in this one now, and that's a 2. So 2 and 7 can go. So 4 or 5 there, and the other one of 4 and 5 with 3 6, but not 4 in that column because I've got one there. Must have a 4 as one of those, so that one's a 6. I've got a 5 there already, so 3 7 there. I've got a 2 on that row there, so 5 7 and 2 there. So got the 7 there, that's a 3 then, and a 7. I've got 3 and 5 there, so that one's a 6. So 3 4 5 on the top row of that. So what could I have here? So 4 7 8 or 1. Not 4. So 7 8 to go with the 1. Right, that's coming on pretty well now. I've got 6 there, so 5 and 6. I've got 7 in that column. I've got 4 in that column as well, so that's a 5. So 3 4. So that's 2 and 5 and 1 and 2 7. I've got a 3 in this column, so 1 7 9. 1 7 9 triple, that's a 2, that's a 7, so no 7 there. Right, we're getting 2 candidates for each remaining cell. So 3 5 2 8, so that's 2 7 or 4 5. In fact, I've still got 3 candidates for those two. 1 5. I've got 5 7 there. I've got 1 5 there. If I had 1 and 7 there as my candidates, they'd be a deadly pattern. So I must have an 8 as one of those. So that's not an 8, that's a 4. 7, 2, 5. Not 7, so they're 1 and 8. 2, 8. I've got 7 there. It's 1, 3, 9, 7, 5, 3. I've got 1 there, so 9 and 1. Right. 1, 8, 2, 8, 1. I've got 4 in that column, so 3, 4. Got 7 in that column, so 5 and 7 that way round. 1, 5, 8, 1 and 2. 8, 1 and 2, 8, and that should be it. Okay, so I hope that was helpful. Thank you for watching. I will see you on the next one.